Our next speaker is Lisa Sherman. Lisa is president and CEO of the Ad Council, the nonprofit organization that's been powering the marketing industry's pro bono efforts for 75 years. In that role, Lisa convenes the leading advertising, media, marketing, and tech companies to develop cross-platform public engagement campaigns that drive measurable results on some of the most critical social issues and make a lasting impact on American life. Can you please join me in welcoming to stage Lisa Sherman?
Good morning. I have a confession to make. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I really wanted to show up here today as Wonder Woman. She has been my idol since Linda Carter spun into that fabulous outfit, fighting crime like a badass. But my team begged me not to. They said I'd be the only one here today in a costume. So we compromised. Seriously, though, Wonder Woman is just the person I want us to be thinking about today, because I want to talk to you about using our superpowers for good. And I don't mean the Justice League or the Avengers. I mean all of us in our day jobs. And here's why. The internet age requires us to have an almost cat-like reflex to get the attention of consumers today. You have to capture an audience running and racing from big screen to small and everything in between. This is what we do 24/7. But when it comes to the most important and the most elusive audience of all, the 83 million millennials in the US, it's not glitz or gross out jokes or cats and pianos that catch them. It's one very simple value: purpose. By wide margins, millennials say that doing good is as elemental as work, faith, and family. For this generation, volunteering is the hottest ticket in town. They'd rather be making change than making cocktails. Maybe, I'm not sure. And when it comes to brands, forget about the labels and the logos and the cachet. Their billions of dollars in purchasing power and their priceless influence on our culture follow two things. First, value. Does this SUV or smartphone get the job done at a fair price? The second, values. Is this tablet made by workers with fair and healthy working conditions? But it's not just the product they care about, it's the producer. It's the brand itself. Does this company commit itself to diversity? Does the board of directors value purpose as much as it does profit? Remember the corporate responsibility folks that were siloed away, wandering the halls, trying to give away tickets for gala dinners? I do. Well, now we're all corporate responsibility folks. These days, purpose is infused from the C-suites to the cubicle farms, because now it's part of what a brand stands for. Here's the thing. It's not just the right thing to do, it's good for the bottom line. This new way of thinking went into overdrive this past year after the election. It was an inflection point, not just politically, but culturally. People started searching for ways to show their support for immigrants, LGBT people, women, and the environment like we've never seen before. And corporations felt an even deeper obligation to respond to their consumers. And I have proof. Take a look.
Who came up with this business plan?
We did.
Who coded this?
We did.
Secret, stress tested for women.
Please stop.
Fine.
Dude, ow.
Fine.
Stop.
Fine.
Ow.
You think you're special?
One Pop Virginia meal.
That's all.
Smash.
Did you order bullied or unbullied?
Bullied or unbullied?
Yeah.
What are you? Is there something wrong with you?
Had you seen me bullying this burger, would you have stood up and said something?
Yeah.
It's good too.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
When you get pulled over,
I'm a good driver.
baby,
Don't worry.
this is not about you getting a ticket. This is about you not coming home.
I'm gonna be okay. Right? Okay.
We can think and do lots of stuff with our brain. Now, does anybody know how big the brain is? Anybody? Sophia. It is medium. Medium. Very good.
You saw that, right? Burger King and Barbie, burgers and Barbies, and Mattel heralding in a new era of social change. This is what the Ad Council's been doing for 75 years, using the power of communication to impact social issues. Together with our industry partners, we've helped 23,000 kids in foster care find their forever home. We've helped 80,000 minority students go to college, thanks to UNCF scholarships. And we've been instrumental in reducing drunk driving fatalities by 27%. And then, of course, there's Love Has No Labels.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
That video was viewed 164 million times globally and was the second most viewed video on YouTube in 2015. But let me tell you a story about how that campaign actually came to be. The idea was first imagined by the team at Coke. But Coke's Wendy Clark, now president of DDB, was also on our board and realized that this idea was bigger than Coke or any single brand. So she brought it to the Ad Council. We were able to bring together Coke and Pepsi, Allstate and State Farm, Unilever and P&G, fierce competitors who put their market share hats aside to come together for a cause. And they keep coming. Bank of America and Wells Fargo, Google and Johnson & Johnson. And now, cause marketing is 360 degrees. We use influencers, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and we're even using Amazon's Alexa to help get our messages out. And all of this works because brands aren't using the latest tech for tech's sake. They're using it to react to the world that their audiences are living in. And it's still a world where you can be fired from your job in 31 states if you're gay, where African American women are dying of breast cancer at a rate 40% higher than white women, where suicide is the second leading cause of death among young adults. The world can be pretty ugly, and our audiences are struggling with some very serious challenges. So today, and throughout this week, you're going to be hearing about a lot of new trends that are disruptive. But I don't want you to forget about the trend that's constructive. We have the power, everyone in this room, and the obligation to change the world. Thank you.